Hello and welcome back to my channel for part 2 video of paper stained glass window decorations. In today's video I'm going to show you how to create the beginner friendly and advanced perfect snowflake decorations. First we're going to need a ruler, a pencil. I've got mechanical pencil, however you can use any pencil you've got. We need compass, scissors, liquid glue, also craft knife, cutting mat and very thick card, and I've got A5 300 GSM white card, and I'm going to use it to create my snowflakes and templates. First thing we need to start off with is our compass, and we have to make sure that our pencil is put in evenly. To decorate my snowflakes, I'm going to use some tissue paper. So first we have to put the pencil through the hole and make sure it is nice and level and it is flat on a flat surface, and this way you will make any beautiful and perfect circles. I thought to create two snowflakes out of A4 card. That's why I'm using A5 here, because when I cut out my snowflake it will be perfect. Now with my radius of a circle, I'm going to actually measure it 6 times on circumference of my circle, and this is a really good tip for you because actually every single circle has 6 radius lengths on the outside. And now I'm going to join those points with a pencil and I go through the middle. And this way you actually have 3 points. The one at the top, the middle of our circle, and one at the bottom. And now I'm going to draw a slightly smaller circle, and I'm also going to create a line in between those green lines. And to make it sure that everything is nice and even and it's exactly in half, I'm going to measure the length, which is slightly smaller than my length between those 2 green lines on a smaller circle, and I'm putting my needle where my circle and green line cross. Yes, and now we've got crosses, and this will be exactly halfway through it. And this way I'll make sure that we actually have 6 symmetrical lines, and that will be perfect for any snowflake, because as you know, all the snowflakes, proper snowflakes, have 6 points. Now I'm going to test my red pencil, if you can see it, and we're actually going to start drawing our outline. My ruler, as you can see, has some extra lines. If yours doesn't, then you can measure like 7 mil or 1 centimeter if you want. Now I'm joining my bigger circle with my middle circle, and this way I'll have very nice and pointy snowflake, and I really like it. And yes, it will be perfect. Now, when this is ready, we have to start thinking about how and what shape can we use to actually decorate our snowflake. For this one, the beginner friendly, I decided to use a diamond shape. As you can see, I'm using my middle circle and my smaller circle. And this way, you will make sure that all the shapes are nice and even, because we actually created that middle point with those blue lines between the green lines. Actually, when I say about this, probably it doesn't really make sense, but when you actually come to create those snowflakes, it really makes a difference. And I thought it would be perfect project for the time we have between Christmas and New Year's Eve, because we probably will spend that time with our family, friends, maybe children, grandchildren, so it will be perfect project to create with your loved ones. And yes, you can decorate your kitchen, your living room, it will be perfect. And now I'm going to use my craft knife to cut all the diamonds first, and then use my scissors to cut the outline of the snowflake. And actually our first template is ready. As you can see, I didn't really give you any measurements for the snowflake because you can actually play with the length of your radius and create any size of a snowflake you want. The only tip, you just have to remember that you have to measure the length of the radius and put it 6 times on the circumference of your circle, which is the outline of the circle. Literally, that's it. And then you create all those lines and then middle lines, and you're done. Now, I'm going to use my pencil to trace over the snowflake shape twice, and I will have that white card for the front and for the back of my snowflake. Super quick and easy. And again, I'm going to use my craft knife and scissors. As you can see, I put a dot in the top right corner, and this will really make a difference when you put your snowflakes together, because even when they look very beautiful and perfect, they are not really perfect, because we probably miss like even half of a mil somewhere. So this way you will have one for your front, and then you turn over your template and draw it on another piece of white card, and this way you will have the front and the back of your snowflake, and they will match perfectly if you put the points where the dots are. So I really encourage you to try that technique because it will save you so much time. Actually, I wanted to tell you that when I was 7 years old, I got my very first craft knife from my mom, and I actually made those snowflakes with my neighbors. I absolutely love them, and I didn't create templates at that time. I just used someone else's templates to create those beautiful stained glass window snowflakes. However, I thought I have to come back to this because I absolutely love those projects. So I thought, yes, let's create the templates myself. And that's why I wanted to share it with you, because I remember how much fun it was for me when I was a kid to make those beautiful window decorations. So I thought, yes, let's give it a go, and maybe it will inspire you to create something like this with your loved ones. Now I'm going to decorate my stained glass window snowflakes with tissue paper. As you can see, one side is matte and the other one is shiny, so you can use any side you want. You can actually mix and match them to make it more interesting if you want. And for my snowflakes, I decided to go with the blue palette. However, you can use any color you want. It doesn't really make any difference. Whatever makes you happy. And now I'm going to use my pencil and draw my diamond. Super quick and easy. And when you do it, you just have to make sure that your diamonds actually are bigger than your cutout piece, but smaller than the outline. Probably it doesn't really make sense at the moment, but trust me, when you use tissue paper later on, it will make a difference. Now I'm cut out all those pieces, and it is that time to adhere them on my snowflake. And again, you can see the dot at the very top, and I'm using my liquid glue, one and only magic glue, because it is perfect for any papercraft projects. And yes, you do have time to maneuver all those elements, and it dries clear. That's why I like it, and it is perfect for this project. Now, when this is ready, we have to attach a piece of string. And to do it, I decided to use my crochet thread. And it is perfect because it is super thin, but not thin enough as a thread. So yes, you can see it, and yes, when we have that knot, I'm going to attach it to my snowflake using 3mm red liner tape and a little bit of liquid glue. I really like that technique because this way you will make sure that the string will never ever move, and it will be there forever. I wonder, what is your favorite home decor project from your childhood? Please let me know, because I really want to know. And maybe you've got something that I haven't made, but I would like to give it a go. And our first snowflake is done. What do you think about this? Would you like to give it a go? The first level is done, the beginner friendly one. Now, if you have any excess of card, you can use your scissors to get rid of it. And yes, now you can have a look. One side is matte, the other one is shiny. However, when you put it on a window, you can't really see which side is which. What do you think about this finished snowflake? Would you like to give it a go? I really hope you will. Now, let's have a look at the advanced snowflake. Again, I'm using my compass to draw a circle. As you can see, you can actually move the paper if you want. And again, remember, use that radius length, put your needle, and then draw those lines. Put your needle again where your pencil mark is and measure the same length. And the circumference is 6 lengths of radius. This is the biggest tip you need to create any perfect snowflake. And again, now I'm going to use my ruler to join all those points. Remember, you have to go through the middle point where your needle of your compass was. Super quick and easy. Now I'm drawing another circle which is slightly smaller. And we're going to create those middle lines, which is exactly in between those blue lines. So as you can see, I opened my compass a little bit more narrower than my length between those blue lines. I put my needle where the smaller circle touches the blue line, and I'm putting my marks and create small crosses. And this way you will make sure that everything is even and symmetrical. Now I'm using my green pencil to draw all those lines. And yes, you've got 6 symmetrical lines, perfect for any snowflake. I'm adding one more circle here because then you can actually create any shape you want. And I really encourage you to experiment with your snowflakes. You just have to make sure that they are 6 points of your snowflake. Literally, that's it. And then you can create any shape you want inside. So as you can see, this snowflake is not that thin as the other one because my middle circle is a little bit closer to my bigger circle, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to draw a few more circles, and this way we actually can create more shapes inside. And again, I really encourage you to have a go and play with any shape you want. You can create diamonds as we did earlier, or you can literally create anything you want. Now, it is time to put actually some pencil marks and start drawing our shapes. And if your ruler doesn't have extra lines as mine does here, you can measure either 7, 5 mil or 1 centimeter. It actually depends how good you are with a craft knife. So my very first shape at the top, I'm going to have actually a shape with 4 sides. But to make it easier and quicker for myself, I'm starting with the 2 top lines. And this is a tip for you. Just do it on all those 6 sides and then add more lines to create more interest and variation to your project. Now I'm going to use that smaller circle in between and I'm going to join all those points. And yes, I've got 4-sided shape which actually looks like an arrow, right? Would you like to give that shape a go in your snowflake? Or would you just stick with diamonds? Please let me know in the comments down below. And again, as I said before, you can decorate your snowflake with any colors you want. And that's why it is so special. Now I'm putting a few more circles because I just wanted to make sure everything is nice and even. And again, if you want to give it a go, I'm not giving you any measurement because you can create it in any size you want. Now I'm going to use my orange pencil and start drawing other shapes inside my snowflake. But before I do that, I'm actually measuring halfway through those lines. So again, I'm creating those crosses at the top using my compass and pencil. I'm pretty sure it is very tricky to see it on camera, but yes, you can do it. Just make sure you don't change the length of your compass because that's not what we want. And now I'm going to draw a few more lines in between, and these will be my guide for extra shape. So yes, actually, as you can see, we've got a few more lines. And again, I'm using my red pencil and we're going to create beautiful shapes. Yes, now we are ready to do it. And again, it is easier if you actually draw the points first before you actually use a ruler, because it is our visual guide to create those shapes. I wonder, what was your very first home decor project you created for Christmas? Because this one is one of my very first memories, and I absolutely love it. And at that time, when I was creating my snowflakes window, stained glass window snowflakes, I didn't have a cutting mat, so I actually used a pile of old newspapers as a cushion, and that worked pretty well because I didn't damage any of the table surfaces. Now I'm drawing another snowflake, and that will be my guide to create a star in the middle. As you can see, I'm using one of the very first lines and smaller circles to create very thin snowflake or star with 6 points. And again, it is very easy if you draw the dots first and then match them with a ruler. Super quick and easy. And I'm pretty sure with all the colors here, it is not that easy to see, but this is the advanced level. Now we're going to cut all those pieces out, and just to make it easier for myself, I use my scissors first, and then I'm going to use a craft knife for all those elements. You probably think that really takes a long time. Actually, it doesn't. You just can play with any shapes you want, and using a craft knife and a cutting mat really makes a difference. Super quick and easy, and if you keep those templates, you can create your snowflakes over and over and over again, and you can use different colors. And actually, you don't have to use white card for your snowflakes. Maybe you can use blue card and then use white tissue paper or very light blue color. Yeah, you can do it whatever you want. The choice is absolutely yours, and I'm pretty sure when you see all those snowflakes on your window, especially during sunset, you'll be really amazed because they are just so pretty. Now, when this is ready, yes, I'm going to use my scissors to cut it out, and again, I'm going to trace my template on white card. And whenever you create your snowflakes, I would really encourage you to use 250 GSM card or thicker, because we want those snowflakes to last for many years, and this way, yes, they will last forever when you use really good liquid glue and good card. Now, I did it twice, and yes, we have to cut out all those pieces. Super quick and easy. And whenever you create those snowflakes, you can actually play with the colors. And for one of the snowflakes, you can use like darker color on the outside, and then going to the middle, you can use lighter color, and or you can just swap them. One darker, lighter, and it will give your projects more variation and more interest, and everyone will like them. Now, as you can see, I fussy cut all those tissue paper pieces, and I'm putting my liquid glue and attaching all those pieces here. I really hope that this video will inspire you to create your own home decor stained glass window decorations, and if it does, please let me know in the comments. Did you make your snowflake? Would you like to give it a go? Or would you like to decorate your windows with something else, if not these stained glass window snowflakes? Oh, if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, the link is in the top right corner and also in the description down below. And in the video from yesterday, I show you exactly how to make a Christmas tree stained glass window decoration and a gold star. So check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And now I'm going to put my beautiful cut out snowflake on top. And again, I put those dots at the very top just to make sure they are nice and even. And yes, I need to use my eraser to get rid of it so no one will ever see it. So what do you think about this finished snowflake? Would you like to give it a go? Now you can see how it looks when we put it on a window, and I really like it, especially during the sunset time. Now you can see those two snowflakes finished side by side, and all the templates we created. If you want, you can also take a screenshot and use them for your decorations. Now I actually have more snowflakes for you I created off screen. As you can see, this is my template, and now you can have a look at all the snowflakes I created. I just couldn't stop with the snowflakes I showed you in the video, so I just had some time off camera, and yes, I created more projects. And as you can see, if you use variation of the same color, it just looks so amazing. Now for this one, I use more beautiful colors, and yes, these are absolutely stunning, and I really wonder which one would you like to give it a go? The beginner friendly level or more advanced snowflake? I'm really curious. And here I decided to make a little bit bigger snowflake, so I actually made nearly A4 size snowflake. It is really pretty in real life, and I really like it. If you want to see all the finished photos, they are on my Instagram and blog, so you can check all those in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a very long video, but it is amazing, and it shows you step by step how to create perfect paper stained glass window snowflakes. See you in my next video. Bye!